one of the first ever to see the Lamborghini Urus SE, which is a plug-in electric hybrid. It was just introduced last week at the Beijing Auto Show, and it now has made its way to New York, and we're among the first to climb inside and get a look around. Super SUVs are SUVs that are super powered. They are built for the track. They have probably 3-second or so 0 to 60 and something approaching 800 or more horsepower. But they have the spirit and the DNA of a track car, but also the daily function of an SUV. Lamborghini introduced the Urus after much popularity of its sports cars. Consumers wanted an SUV. So owner Volkswagen built on the platform of the Porsche Cayenne and the Audi Q8 to turn the Lamborghini brand into an SUV. The Lamborghini Urus SE is the most powerful Urus that the company has built. It builds on the S model, which was the most powerful, adding E for electric with a plug-in electric hybrid powertrain. It adds a 25.7 kilowatt battery and motor, but it also adds the plug-in capability, so you can plug it in for about 35 or so all-electric driving miles. If you plug it in every day, you can drive 35 miles in electric, but that's not the point about this car. The point is adding all of this extra power. It gets it almost to 800 horsepower, 789, they say in the United States, 800, they say in Europe, depending on how you calculate that number. Either way, it's the most powerful Lamborghini that they built in the Urus model. There's been a lot of redesign in the Urus for this particular model, and that starts with a much larger display screen. It's a big SUV, and there's a lot of space on the dashboard. Below that is the same display that we had before. It's new software, so it will look and feel a little different than the last model, but not a lot. And it's a smaller, about a 10-inch display. And that's where you're going to find a lot of the controls and climate and things like that. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and all the things that we're used to seeing in our cars. What hasn't changed is the way you start and drive this car. That is all pure Lamborghini. So the beauty of a car like this is you can drive it every day, you can drive it fast on the track on the weekends, you can take it up to the mountains and the twisty roads, you can drive it off-road if you want. So there are 11 drive modes. It all makes total sense. So if you start with the original Lamborghini, there is Strada, which means street, there's Sport, which of course means sport, Corso, which means course or track. And then when it comes to the electrified motor, there's the hybrid, which gives you the gas and electric power for whatever drive mode you've selected. Recharge, which is going to hold the battery power and not use the battery power at all. And then there is performance. So this is going to maximize the electric output with your track setting here. And then if you add to that the off-road modes, which is Terra for off-road, Neve for snow, and Sapia for sand, those are the modes that are designed for off-road. How will people use it? They're going to have fun with it, but they're also going to drive it every day. If you buy something this beautiful, you should drive it every day. The Urus SE isn't just the newest Lamborghini, it's also the one with the biggest opening price tag. It starts at about $258,000, and that's about a $25,000 bump from the Urus S. The Lamborghini Urus was a little controversial when it was first introduced. Purists said, how can a Lamborghini be an SUV? But since then, it's become Lamborghini's bestseller. And in fact, last year, the Urus represented 60% of Lamborghini sales. That was more than 6,000 units. So people who really want the SE can get their orders in now. Delivery should start by the end of the year. We're going to start seeing this one on the road really quickly.